Have you ever found yourself, as the sun sets, pondering over what exactly you managed to accomplish throughout the day? It's a common scene in the tapestry of life, one that unfolds in the lives of countless individuals. You wake up with the sun, a day brimming with potential ahead of you. Yet as the hours slip by, it's as if the day starts to weave its own narrative, pulling you along in a direction you hadn't planned. This, my friends, is the illusion of control that dances around us. A subtle reminder that despite our best intentions, sometimes it feels as if we're merely actors on a stage directed by the day itself. But here lies a powerful truth, a beacon in the fog of daily routine. The power to command the day rests firmly within our grasp. The question is, do we seize it, or do we let the day sweep us away in its current? This is not just a question of time management or productivity. It's a fundamental aspect of living a life that's rich in purpose and satisfaction. Today, we initiate a thoughtful dialogue aimed at discovering how we can master each day, guiding it according to our own will and preferences. This discussion will highlight the critical role of establishing the right atmosphere from the moment you wake up and place your feet on the ground. It's about making sure that every action we undertake throughout the day is in harmony with our fundamental beliefs and long-term ambitions. How can we ensure that our daily endeavors are not just tasks to be completed, but steps towards a larger goal of personal fulfillment and success? This involves creating a day that, when we finally decide to rest, leaves us with a profound sense of achievement and tranquility. It's about living each day with intention, making choices that reflect our true selves and our highest aspirations. This narrative is not about controlling every minute detail of your life. No, it's about setting a course, establishing a rhythm that harmonizes with your goals and dreams. It's about filling your day with activities that resonate with who you are and who you wish to become. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a creative, a student, or in any other walk of life, the principles we'll discuss today are universal, timeless, and profoundly transformative. As we dive into this conversation, I encourage you to ponder your own life's narrative. Reflect on those moments when you felt overwhelmed by external forces versus the times you were in control, directing your day with deliberate intent and clarity. Ask yourself, what sparked this transformation? Was it simply luck, or did a fundamental change in your perspective, your strategy, or your actions play a pivotal role? Throughout our discussion today, we aim to uncover methods and insights that not only allow you to navigate each day effectively, but also use every day as a building block for the future you dream of. We will examine the importance of setting priorities, maintaining discipline, and fostering a mindset filled with gratitude and resilience. Together, we'll traverse the terrain that connects your dreams to your daily reality, outlining practical steps to transform your aspirations into tangible outcomes. Remember, either you run the day or the day runs you. The choice, my friends, is unequivocally yours. Let's start with a simple observation that often escapes. In searing, no one of us has the same amount of time, 24 hours in a day. Yet, have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve so much more with their 24 hours than others? It's a question that puzzles many, and it's where our conversation begins today. The common cry we hear is there's just not enough time. But is that really true, or is it possible that the issue isn't the amount of time we have, but how we choose to use it? You see, time, in its relentless march forward, doesn't favor anyone. It doesn't stretch itself out for one person or shrink for another. It's the ultimate level playing field. So why then do some seem to harness this resource more effectively? The answer lies not in having time. Everyone has it. The secret is in making time. Making time for what matters, making time for what moves us forward, making time for what enriches our lives and the lives of those around us. Let's go consider this. If you had a bank that credited your account each morning with $80, $60, $400, with no balance carried from day to day, what would you do? Naturally, you'd spend every penny, wisely or not, because at midnight it disappeared. Well, each of us is given 86,400 seconds every morning. The loss is that we cannot save it. It's spent whether or not we choose to use it wisely. Yet, unlike money, time spent wisely pays dividends that last a lifetime and beyond. Clues us to a pivotal question. How do we make time? It starts with prioritization. It's about making conscious decisions each day about what's truly important. Is what you're doing today getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow? If not, why is it in your schedule? Staying time as a resource is just the beginning. The real game changer, the pivot upon which success turns, is in how we use this time. It's about investing it, not spending it. Just as a wise investor grows their wealth by carefully choosing where to invest their money, a wise individual grows their life's value by investing their time in activities that yield growth, satisfaction, and success. Now, as we ponder this concept of time, not just as hours passing, but as moments we create, it's important to realize that making the most of our time isn't about packing every second with activity. It's about ensuring that the activities we choose to fill our time with are those that truly matter. And so as we move forward, let's consider not just how we can chase more hours in the day, but how we can make each hour count. Because at the end of our days, it won't matter how many hours we filled, but how we filled those hours. Your start to your day begins the moment you wake up. It starts with a simple yet profound decision to set your intentions for the day. What does running the day look like for you? Is it achieving a set goal, making progress on a project, or perhaps ensuring quality time with your loved ones? Whatever it is, clarity of purpose sets the tone for your entire day, acting as a compass guiding your actions. Now let's talk about effective planning and prioritization. This isn't about filling every moment with tasks, but rather identifying what's truly important. Not all tasks are created equal. Some have the power to propel you towards your goals, while others merely keep you busy. The art of prioritization involves distinguishing between these, focusing on activities that align with your intentions for the day. Instead, you'll consider, if you were to list all your daily activities, how many of them would you classify as truly impactful? It's a thought-provoking question, isn't it? The key here is not to do more, but to do more of what matters. This is where discipline comes in. The discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what keeps you on track when distractions beckon and when motivation wanes. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's consistency. It's close companion. It ensures that every day you're building step by step towards your aspirations. It's not the grand gestures, but the small daily actions that create lasting change. Discipline and consistency together form a powerful duo that can help you take charge of your day, your week, your year, and ultimately, your life. But with control over our day established, it's crucial to be mindful of the pitfalls that can derail us. Distractions, procrastination, and the lure of immediate gratification can easily steer us off course. Recognizing these pitfalls is the first step in navigating them successfully. As we transition into exploring these challenges, remember, taking charge of your day is not about rigid schedules or overwhelming to-do lists. It's about making intentional choices that bring you closer to the life you envision for yourself. In our lives, steering our days with deliberate intent and purpose resembles a fine art, an art frequently tested by the all-too-common traps of being reactive. It's this reactivity, the pattern of just reacting to the events around us, can quietly commandeer our day, making us feel as if we're just drifting, carried by the tide of events. Occurs when your day starts to lead you, taking you down a road you didn't pick, filled with diversions and disruptions that clamor for your immediate focus, squeezing out the space for what's genuinely important to you. And often do you find your day hijacked by the unforeseen, the urgent but not important, the emails and notifications that buzz incessantly, demanding your immediate reaction. These are the reactive behaviors that can dominate our time, overshadowing our proactive pursuits, the consequence. A day that drifts aimlessly, a day where your true priorities are overshadowed by the noise of the non-essential. But here's where the power of choice comes into play, the choice to cultivate a proactive mindset. Being proactive means taking charge of your day from the outset, deciding in advance what your day will look like, setting clear goals, and taking deliberate actions towards achieving them. It's about creating a buffer against the distractions, a plan that keeps you anchored to your intentions, no matter the storms that may rage around you. How then can we cultivate this proactive mindset? It starts with clarity, knowing exactly what you want to achieve each day, and understanding the steps necessary to get there. It requires discipline, the discipline to stick to your plan, even when distractions beckon. And it demands resilience, the ability to bounce back when you inevitably veer off course. Transitioning into this proactive way of living doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process of recognizing and avoiding the pitfalls that have traditionally derailed us. By identifying these reactive behaviors and understanding their impact, we pave the way to harnessing the true power of our daily actions. This shift from reactivity to proactivity is transformative, marking the difference between a day that runs you and a day that you run. To move forward, let's remember, the day ahead is a blank canvas, and we hold the brush. The strokes we paint with our time, our actions, and our focus will ultimately define the masterpiece of our life. Recognizing and avoiding the pitfalls of reactivity is the first step toward claiming the day as your own, paving the way for a life lived with intention, purpose, and fulfillment. Imagine that something the power of daily habits and how they quietly shape the course of our lives. It's the small, consistent actions we take every day that lead to monumental outcomes over time. This principle, simple in its essence, holds the key to transformation, to turning aspirations into reality. It's not the grand gestures, but the daily disciplines, the habits that sculpt our futures. Let's consider the stories of those who've harnessed this power. Individuals who've changed their lives in the world, not through singular acts of heroism, but through the steadfast commitment to daily habits. Think about the athlete whose relentless training schedule, repeated day in and day out, leads them to Olympic gold. Or the writer who commits to writing a single page every day, eventually compiling a best-selling novel. Their achievements were not the result of a sudden burst of effort, but the culmination of daily dedication. So how do we cultivate these life-altering habits? It begins with a decision to make a change, followed by the discipline to stick to it. Identify a small action you can take every day that aligns with your goals. But it could be as simple as reading for 20 minutes, exercising for 30 minutes, or dedicating an hour to your craft. The key is consistency. It's doing it every day until it becomes second nature, a part of who you are. And master these daily habits, laying down the foundation brick by brick. It's crucial to understand that it's our underlying beliefs and attitudes that fuel sustained success. Our habits are not just actions we take. They're expressions of our deepest values and beliefs. They're the tangible manifestations of our inner world, shaped and solidified through daily practice. This mastery of daily habits doesn't just prepare us for success. It transforms us, it molds our characters, sharpens our focus, and aligns our actions with our purpose. And as we move forward, let's not forget that these habits, rooted in our beliefs and attitudes, are what propel us towards our goals, driving us to run the day rather than letting the day run us. In the vast landscape of existence, taking command of your day and directing it towards the goals and aspirations you cherish involves more than mere routine and discipline. This demands a significant change in how we perceive ourselves and our interactions with the world around us. It's about transitioning from a mindset where you feel controlled by your surroundings to one where you see yourself as the master of your fate. This shift is deeply ingrained in our understanding of self-efficacy and the responsibility we hold over our own lives, forming the foundation for our capability to seize each day with purpose and intention. This transformation requires us to reevaluate and reconstruct our core beliefs about our power to affect change and to make decisions that align with our deepest values. It's recognizing that our daily choices, actions, and attitudes are the tools with which we sculpt our future. By embracing this mindset of empowerment, accountability, we unlock the potential to not only navigate but also to shape our journey in a way that leads us closer to realizing our dreams and living a life that reflects our true aspirations. Consider this. How often do we attribute our successes and failures to external factors, overlooking the power that resides within us? The truth is, our capacity to shape our day, our future, hinges on our belief in our own effectiveness. It's this belief, this unshakable confidence in our ability to cause change, that empowers us to take charge, to run the day rather than be run by it. Cultivating a resilient and empowered mindset is not an overnight endeavor. It requires introspection, a willingness to confront and replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. It's about affirming our agency in every situation, recognizing that while we may not control every aspect of our lives, we always have a choice in how we respond. It's in these choices that our power lies. Strategies to foster this mindset. Begin with self-awareness. It involves regularly taking stock of our thoughts and attitudes, asking ourselves, do these beliefs empower me or hold me back? It's about setting intentions that align with our deepest values. And most importantly, it's about taking consistent action in the direction of those intentions. Each step forward reinforces our belief in our own efficacy, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens our resolve and resilience. As we stand on this solid foundation, armed with the right mindset, we're poised to translate our daily victories into a life of purpose and fulfillment. It's a life where challenges are met with confidence, where goals are pursued with determination, and where each day is seen not as a burden to be endured, but as an opportunity to be embraced, with a mindset anchored in ownership and empowerment. There's no limit to what we can achieve. Let's move forward, not just as dreamers, but as doers, as architects of our own destiny, crafting a life that reflects our highest aspiration. As we draw our conversation to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've embarked upon together today. We began with the understanding of time not as an enemy, but as our most valuable ally. We delved into the power of mastering daily habits, those small, consistent actions that over time accumulate into significant achievements. And we explored the transformative shift in mindset from seeing ourselves as victims of circumstance to becoming victors of our own lives. The essence of what we've discussed today boils down to one critical realization: the importance of aligning our daily actions with our long-term visions and goals. It's about making each day a deliberate step towards the future we envision for ourselves. This alignment is not just about ambition. It's about fulfillment, about living a life that resonates deeply with who we are and who we aspire to be. So here is a call to action for each of you. You should just start running your day-to-day for a brighter tomorrow. Don't wait for a sign or a perfect moment. That moment is now, and the sign is your own desire to live a life by design, not by default. Remember, it's the small choices we make each day that shape our futures. Choose to act, choose to move forward. Choose to make today the day you take control. In closing, let me leave you with this thought. The power of personal choice and determination in shaping our lives cannot be overstated. We each have the capacity to design the life we want, but it requires more than just dreaming. It requires doing. It demands that we not only envision our futures, but that we take the daily actions necessary to turn those visions into reality. Just remember, either you run the day or the day runs you. The choice, my friends, is entirely yours. Let's choose to make our days count, to live with intention, and to create a life that not only brings us joy, but also makes a difference in the world around us. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me today. Let's go forward with purpose, with passion, and with the determination to live our best lives, starting right now.